Quite recently, I helped someone really close to me escape from a narcissistic relationship. And she asked me to create more content to bring in awareness for people who are going through this. And I've helped a lot of the clients escape from such relationship dynamics. So, in this video, I'm going to help you guys understand some of the most common red flags to spot a narcissist and how can you easily escape from a narcissistic relationship, and what are the dynamics that you will need to consider and the steps that you need to take. Now, some of the most common red flags I want you guys to understand. The very first red flag, their control over you will be masked as love, such as they will consistently ask you about your whereabouts or what you are doing, and they will mask it as love, like they are missing you, they have been willing to talk to you, they are worried about you. But all of those tactics are related to control. They want to control you, they want to know each and everything about you so that they can have more authority over your life. The second red flag, which is commonly understood with narcissists, is they will use your empathy against you. And I want you to highlight this, and I want you to memorize this, and I want you to understand each and every time in your relationship, they will use your empathy against you. They will weaponize your empathy to control you. No matter what happens in the relationship, they will always use your empathy and your soft heart to use it to control you. And this is what I want you guys to always remember. Your empathy will be weaponized against you. In each and every fight, they will use your empathy to make sure that you can be controlled. The third red flag that I want you guys to understand is cause and effect modality. Now, according to cause and effect modality, a person's subconscious mind is either on the cause side or on the effect side based upon their upbringing, their conditioning. However, a narcissist's brain is usually on the effect side. That means that they take the world as the cause of everything and they treat their behavior or reactions as an effect. So that means their subconscious mind will always be on the effect side. And the best way to spot this is whenever you are talking to them, whenever they are talking to you about someone else, I want you to observe that they will always blame the other person or people in their reality, the situations in their reality, except themselves. A person whose subconscious mind is on the cause side will always understand that reality is a reflection of their own behavior. So whatever they are doing, their reality is reflecting that. And these kind of people will take accountability. However, a narcissist will never take accountability of their action. They will always blame the world, the people, the situation, the circumstances, you name it, but they will not blame themselves. So their subconscious mind is always on the effect side. The fourth red flag, which is quite rarely spoken about on the internet, is if you have someone in your life who really empowers you, who gives you clarity, a narcissist will hold a grudge against that person. They will start showing their authority over you in front of that person. They will start telling you that person has negative influence on you. Now, to understand this, you need to understand narcissistic people have great influence power, but they are not aware of it consciously. Subconsciously, they are masters of influence. However, they can also subconsciously spot other influencers. And if you have anyone in your life who positively influences you or someone who empowers you, they will instinctively identify that particular person as a threat to their authority. And they will start causing a rift between you and them subconsciously. They're not consciously aware about their actions, but they will do this instinctively. And the same happened with the person I'm talking about who's really close to me. That particular narcissist identified that I'm a hypnotherapist, and they do understand that my entire work and personality revolves around empowering people, giving them clarity, and they started feeling threatened by my presence, and they started to put a rift between me and her, because people who are hypnotherapists or psychologists a narcissist will always see them as a threat, or even someone who really empowers you will be understood as a threat by a narcissist. Now, enough about the red flags. I want you guys to now understand the subconscious profile of a narcissist. There are few common ground that you will uncover when you are with a narcissist, such as you both might have some kind of a similar past between the ages of 1 to 9. Now, to understand this, we need to understand the influence of the father and the mother on our subconscious mind and how each of them helps us build different traits in our personality. A father helps the child develop 5 traits, such as self esteem, self worth, self confidence, self respect, and sense of identity. Now, these 5 traits are developed as a result of our emotional connection with our father. However, if between the ages of 1 to 9, you had a father wound or someone had a father wound, these 5 traits will not be balanced. So that means they would either be in excess or in deficit. If they go in excess, the person might develop narcissistic tendencies. However, most likely what you have are these 5 traits in deficit. And this is why you both might have some kind of a father wound. So there is some familiar ground. However, they have excess of self-esteem, self-worth, self-confidence, self-respect, and sense of identity. That's why they are so imposing and dominating over you. But since you have all 5 of these, then deficit is the reason that they're able to have more control over you. This is one of the biggest reasons that your dynamics with the narcissist will always revolve around them, not around you, around them. Now let's look at the mother's influence on our subconscious mind. Now, a mother helps the child develop 5 traits as well, such as empathy, expression of love, nurturing, creativity, and spirituality. Now, these 5 traits might be excess inside of you, but for them, they might be in deficit. So there might also be a mother wound involved in the dynamics. But remember one thing, they lack empathy, they lack expression of love, they lack nurturing, but they will be able to mask it up. Their form of love is obsession. Remember that they have no idea what empathy is. So since they do not understand empathy, they will lack empathy for you. So it's all about them and they will be really self-centered. But since you have a lot of empathy, you might have a lot of expression of love inside of you, you might be very nurturing in a relationship. That is what they are preying on. That is what they enjoy. So that means they can easily emotionally manipulate you. And remember what I said, they're going to weaponize your empathy against you, and you already have that empathy in excess. But the most important part I want you guys to understand is, I want you to ask yourself this one particular question. Is this the first time you have attracted someone who's really controlling, manipulative, or narcissist? Because if it isn't the first time, this is what your subconscious pattern is. You have been subconsciously conditioned to attract such kind of partners. And if it is not the first time you have been consistently attracting such partners, then that means you need to heal your subconscious father wound and mother wound. And once you heal that, all the traits that are influenced by the father and the mother will become balanced. Your subconscious pattern will become balanced and you will no longer attract such partners into your life. And if you would like to do that with me, you can consider signing up for my 15 days instant healing program. And the process is quite simple. You can sign up for a free mini therapy session with me. Now, in this session, I will assess your subconscious mind map, assess your subconscious compatibility with my program. And only if I feel like I can promise you the results, I will allow you to enroll into my program. However, if I feel like I might not be a good fit for you, I might refuse you, because my program comes with a money back guarantee. That means you either get the results or you get your money back. And in this program, I help you learn the art of instant healing hypnosis, remove your father wound, mother wound, and all the blockages from your subconscious mind in less than 2 to 3 minutes. And I teach you conversational hypnosis, the art of conversation, where you can make anyone attracted to you in less than a minute of casual conversation. So do consider that. I'll leave a link in the description. Now let's talk about the best approach to get out of the trap of a narcissist. Now this is really important. I want you to memorize this. I want you to write it down somewhere, that you will need to kill your empathy. Your empathy is being weaponized against you. That means that they will use each and every trick in the book to weaponize your empathy against you. And your empathy is the reason that you can be controlled or manipulated. So your empathy will always be used against you. And that's the reason you need to kill off your empathy. Now, how can you do this? I want you to have someone around with you who empowers you, who gives you the clarity to understand the most logical thing to do. And that person should be able to give you the emotional clarity, because what a narcissist will do is they will cloud your emotions to manipulate you into being in relationship with them. Now let's talk about the 4 stages of breakup with a narcissist and how they are going to respond. And I want you to pay close attention to what they are going to do so that you are able to counter that and you are able to set yourself free. Now the very first stage of breakup is when you sense that you and them are incompatible. They can instinctively sense that, and they can understand that you have already picked up that you guys are incompatible with one another. And how they are going to tackle that is they're going to bring up their past trauma, how they were treated harshly in their childhood, or what happened in their past or their past relationship. Do not fall for that. Trust me, they're using your empathy against you, because by hearing about their past trauma, you might be like, oh, maybe I need to give this person another chance and they have been through a lot, but do not fall for that. They are using your empathy against you. This is the stage what I call the soft breakup. Once they sense that the breakup is approaching, they start talking about their past traumatic experiences to appeal to your empathy. Now, the second stage of breakup is when you start talking about breakup. The moment you start talking about breakup and you realize, you know what, you need to be a bit more direct and you need to tell them, and you want to tell them that this is not working out for both of you. This is when they will bring up something traumatic that is happening in their life right now, or they might be going through something that is really hard, and they do this to appeal to your sympathy and empathy. And remember, whatever they're talking about, whatever is going on currently in their life, has nothing to do with you. You cannot help them. This is not your responsibility. You are not their therapist. So they will once again use their current circumstances to influence you and manipulate you into not breaking up with them, because it would devastate them. So do not fall for that. Now, stage number 3 is when you realize you need to just forcefully end this relationship and they wouldn't allow you. The moment you forcefully let them know that you are no longer willing to be in this relationship, the first thing that they would do is they would start telling you how they would harm themselves or they can undo themselves, and how this breakup is causing them medical concerns. Trust me, guys, nothing will happen to them. Something that I can tell you guys, and I have already told you, they are really self-centered. Anything that they do to even harm themselves will be really calculated, and it will only be to the point where they can handle that. Remember, at this particular stage, they understand they need to do something dramatic to hold on to you. So they might bring up issues like they would self-harm themselves, they might do something reckless, or they are having some medical concerns. None of your problem. You are not the doctor, you are not the therapist, and you shouldn't be caring about them. You shouldn't be in a relationship with someone who's having all of these issues. You are not the right help that they need. Even though they might impose that you are the right help that they need, do not fall for that. Now, stage 4 is when you finally decide that you cannot help them and you go no contact. This is the stage where they will excessively stalk you, send you messages, and just start blaming you and everyone around you for ruining this relationship except themselves. They won't just stop at blaming. Their last control mechanism is also recalling you how perfect you guys were together and how you guys lived some great memories together or made some great memories together. But remember, this is also an art of influence. Anytime you recall someone, any particular moment from their past, the emotions also come out. And as hypnotherapist, I do understand how that works. But as a narcissist, they might not consciously understand that, but subconsciously, they are very well aware of how to influence someone. So no matter what they recall to you, do not respond to them. Remember, any form of contact that you establish with them will be taken as a success from their perspective. So you need to understand, if they send you any kind of message or try to tempt you into replying to them, do not reply to them. You have to starve their control over you. And the only way that you can do that is by not responding to them. Even if you reply back to them something like, you need to move on, I no longer want to be in a relationship, to their subconscious mind, you just replied to them. Their manipulation just worked. You just replied to them and they will double down on you. So that means do not respond to them. And in the meanwhile, while you're doing all of this, I want you to have that person around you who brings you more emotional clarity so that they cannot emotionally manipulate you into being with them. So in the end, what I really want you guys to understand is, this is not the end. You will find the best partner in your life. All you need to do is just heal your father wound and your mother wound. And once you do that, your relationship pattern will change. You will attract more healthy partners into your life. And remember, intensity is not love. The highest form of love is when you can feel calm and comfortable in a relationship. I really hope that this video helps you guys understand what you need to do next. And if you are going through any kind of abusive relationship, I really wish you guys to come out of that. And I really hope that you can learn from this video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Up until then, stay happy, stay blessed, and don't forget to share your experience in the comments so that you can help other people inspire with your story. Take care, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.